And the show is on. Welcome to Mornings with Marvel, where authenticity lives and thrives to create a space of growth, healing, and joy. I am your host, Andrea Lawful Sanders, and each day we will cover the topics that are informative and engaging while learning from each other. Good morning to each and every one of you. I am trying to get a couple of things done, and I can't even remember what I'm doing now. Hold on, give me 1 second. so I can so I can do this. Hold on. I have a really great guest this morning. Hold on, I'm trying to do something here while I am at it. Hold on, darlings. I just have to get this done. There's always something going on around here. Okay, that's done. Let me do my morning motivation and then I will, thank you, and then I will have a discussion with you about my guests. I need you to stay right here so we can have this discussion, right? Because it's important and it's timely. And I know he's waiting for me. Hold on 1 second here. I was having connectivity issues too with my app, and I was like, what the hell? They switched things around, which gave me a hard time. So this happened a few years ago. I fell asleep and awakened to a noise in our driveway that sounded suspicious. I flipped on the cameras from my phone and saw a man shoveling our property and the cars cleaned off. I texted my husband because he was nowhere near me. Babe, did you hire somebody to clear our driveway? I was going to use the snowblower that had been dry rotting for years tomorrow. He said, nope, you struck again. The young man you were so kind to a few years ago popped up and began doing it. He is saying he wants no money either, only wanted to know that you were okay. Me, are you shitting me, right? He said, nope, no skids in my drawers, not shitting you. He truly is doing this for you. Jesus be offense, I said. Please go and tell him to return in the morning. I am going to pay him. He was doing this really late at night in our driveway. Mister said, I told him you would say just that. He has been out there since 7:30 last night. Oh, hell to the no, I said. He's getting paid. And tell him, I said, he has no choice. My husband laughed and says, please do not scare him, Fire Dragon. Whatever it is that you did to help him, he seems intent on finding you to make life easier where he can for you. My God up in heaven, I will have to figure out a way to compensate him. He has been randomly popping up since 2016 to rake leaves, etc., and would be gone before we got home. We never know how we impact people through our actions. All I did was give him some advice as he was seeking to cut lawns. He got some jobs from the neighbors to get him started, but refused to ever take a dime from me. Told me he wished I was his mother. I can't love the young people. Kindness. That's all I did. It just pure kindness. He showed up at the door one summer. I believe it was in 2015, and he says, "I'm trying. I see you have a lawn. Can I cut your lawn?" I said, "No, I have somebody to do it already, but let me see what you can do." And he didn't have any. So I told him what he needed to get. I think I helped him too. I can't remember because Lord Jesus. He needed a lawnmower and he needed a weed whacker and he needed all those things. And then I started telling my neighbors about him so he could get a job and, so he could work to mow lawns. Maybe about 3 years after that, he showed up at my door because I hadn't seen, he was doing it all summer long that I didn't see him again. And then he showed up at the door and he said, I was driving my car in the county. It was either Cheltenham or Abington. And he said, the cops pulled me over. I wasn't driving clean. I didn't have insurance. etc. And so I ended up in jail for a couple of months. And he said, while I was in there, I just kept thinking about all you had been saying to me. See, I like to encourage young people. He said, I think I thought about all you had been saying to me. So when I came out, I made sure I got all my stuff together, and I am, doing what I'm supposed to do. I hugged him and I said, you're going to be all right. And then he kept talking. After he did that thing in our driveway where he cleaned our driveway and cleaned off the cars, he must have been out there for 5 solid hours, I swear to you, and refused to take any money from me. He said, I sat and talked to you. I would show up at your door. You would talk to me, and I would walk away feeling encouraged and feeling like I could do what I needed to do. And so I will always be grateful. He went to Jamaica once and came back with a T-shirt and handed it to me. I haven't seen him again in a couple of years, so I don't know what's going on with him. I hope he is okay. I hope life has gotten better. But the bottom line is treat people well. Treat people well. He didn't know me. I didn't know him, but I could see from his face he really was trying to make an honest living. And so that's what we did. I don't even know if my husband remember that, but Lord, that was something. That was something. Let me go into my first guest because it's now 6:37. He's probably wondering if I'm going to pull him in here, but it is what it is. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Oh, okay. So he's going to have to come back in. Let me tell you who he is so we can go from there. And I want you all to hear what is it that we're about to talk about because it is really important. Something that no one's talking about. There he is. Let me let him in. Let him in. Good morning, sir. I can't hear you. So check your sound. See if your sound is on. Okay, go ahead. Okay, speak to me again.
Mic is on. Mic is on.
Mic
Yes.
is on.
Good
Mic
morning.
is on.
Good morning.
Okay. Now I don't see your camera.
Beautiful. I remember.
You don't see my camera. Okay.
Does
Technology
that
and its
want me?
best. It's on. Let me see. Let me put. About now.
Nope. I still can't see you. There you go. I
Now.
can see. Oh,
There we
I
go.
just saw you.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's coming back. It's trying to come back in again.
Change you may not to be saved. Okay. Okay. Let me just cancel this. Let's see. How about now?
Not yet. I still don't see you yet, and I want people to. All right.
Can,
Log out and come back in. Make sure
how
your
about now?
camera. Okay. No, don't see you yet. I can hear you, but I can't see you. There you go.
Okay.
I keep losing you. You're coming in and you go out. All right. So log all the way out and log back in for me, please.
Okay.
All right.
I
And then
think
I'll
we're
just
good
do
now.
it.
I don't want to. Don't mess it up. We're good now. You can hear me. You can see me.
I can hear you. I can't see you. That's what I'm telling you. I still can't see
Oh, you
you.
cannot see me still. Okay.
Yes.
Let me go back out. Okay.
Yeah, go back, go all the way back out, and then okay, all right. So this is important. Good morning to all of you. I see you're talking to me here. You can. Oh, Andrea, so we can see and hear you both. Oh well, hell, I guess I'm the only one not seeing him. Okay, darlings, I am going to make sure that when he comes back in, if I can't see him, at least you can see him. You know what, Jesus? It's just too much going on. I'm having issues with my
For my beautiful. I can see him.
Everybody tell me they can see him. Okay, he's going to come back in. If I can't see him, that's fine. We'll work it out. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Good morning. Y'all are here. Monica says, my family is freezing out. It is, yeah, it is cold. It is really, really cold. I have on a dress and tights, you know. Good morning, Marguerite. Good morning, my sweetie pie. Good morning. Oh, and now he is not here. Whew, I hope I can. Good morning, David. How much black cake did you eat yesterday, David? How much? Because I know, I know. All right, let me introduce this gentleman and then we can have the conversation when he comes back in. The Reverend Dr. Josephus Dafils is the founder and CEO of Haitian American United for Change Incorporated, a nonprofit organization that helps new immigrants in Philadelphia to learn English, find or create jobs, and to connect them with various public and private organizations. Today, he and I are going to talk about Haitians in America, and he's joining us to discuss the current political what the current political administration is doing with Haitians who are here in this country but are on temporary protective status. Remember that part? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're going to have an open discussion about that because our president took away the temporary protective status for a lot of immigrants, and these Haitian Americans are no different. And in particular, he has been targeting them. Now this is the Somalis. Now there's a whole thing about a Republican senator is pushing a bill saying that they want to get rid of every Muslim in America. Right, so American Muslim, every American Muslim. If you are American and you decide to identify as Muslim, then they're pushing a bill to get rid of you. So, as much as we want to live our lives and do what we think is best and right and try to find our happiness, there's a lot of craziness going on out here. I see you. Don't know if I can hear you because I don't see the red dot there. Let's see if we can find your voice. He's out again. The poor man. The poor man. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see if he can. And so I want us to have that hard discussion. There he is. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Please, Jesus, let this work. Please, Lord, let this work. Oh, I wonder if it's on his side because I click him in and he's not coming in. But this morning, I'm telling you, I had a hard time getting in on my app. My app is switching and changing some things around. So now I can actually go live from my app and not having to go into to. Okay, good morning. Can you hear me? I can't hear or see you. All right. So here's what I'm going to do because I was hearing you in the beginning. Hello. Good morning. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I can't see him or hear him. Can you call me at 215-400-0146, please? 215-400-0146. If you can hear me. Let me see, this is what live radio, this is what live television does every single day. Every single day. Can you all see or hear him at all? I can't. He's gone. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Ah, Lord Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Let me hold on. Please call 215-400-0146. Because this absolutely could be the app. Because it gave me the hardest time coming in this morning to go live. So let's see. Let me see if he sees that and calls in. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Sometimes live television does this and we're okay. He saw it. Okay. He'll call. And we'll go from there. All right, let me see. Come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on, sir. So much going on out here. Let's see. All right. Forgive us. Sometimes this is live television. Sometimes it happens this way. Let me do there he is. Good morning and welcome to Mornings with Marva. How may I help you?
Good morning. Good morning. Joseph is here.
Josephus, I'm so sorry you were experiencing such difficulties trying to get in this morning, but that's because the universe, God knows what you have to say is incredibly important, right?
Yes, indeed.
All right. So tell us a little bit. Welcome to our show and tell us a little bit about the work that you do in the Philadelphia area.
Good morning. It's a pleasure being here. My name is Reverend Joseph Staffas. What I do in Philadelphia, I have a nonprofit called Haitian American United for Change, where we help immigrants here for providing food, diapers, feminine product, wipes, you name it, and connect immigrant with services because a lot of the Haitians here in Philadelphia, the no immigrant, they don't speak English yet. So there is a language barrier and a cultural barrier where they don't go out to get services while they're in need. So this nonprofit is here to ensure that they receive the support that they need in a new country, no environment here.
Okay. So, how long have you been doing this?
Yesterday, make it 10 years now.
10 years. 10 years. Okay. Let's get into the discussion about what's happening to Haitians, particularly in Philadelphia and more generally in the United States. Why are Haitians so afraid at this point?
The reason that many Haitians are afraid at this time, especially the one that came on the TPS, on the
That's a
humanitarian
temporary
parole.
protective service.
I'm sorry?
What is TPS?
It's a temporary illegal status that was given to Haitians who came from Haiti, that were dealing with gang issues, and the government. It's a program that they have where any country is having any natural or wars, they can evoke the TPS like they did for Afghanistan. They did it for Ukraine. They did it for Venezuela and other countries. It's something that has been done, and with the situation in Haiti where it's not stable, so the Joe Biden administration put that evoke the TPS and allow Haitian to come in. It's temporary. Then after that, you have to go. It's 18 months, and if things are not stable, every 18 months they will renew it. But if things are stable at home, then they say, okay, the TPS will stop and people have to go home.
Okay.
It's a temporary legal
So
status.
temporary protective status is what's happening here.
Correct.
So what happened with the Trump administration recently that frightened so many Haitians?
So what happened recently is that he stopped TPS. He stopped TPS. We should have been over in February 2026, but he stopped it already.
Okay.
He did not renew it. So we have around the United States at least 500,000 Haitian who need to go home.
Okay.
And for Philadelphia, it's around roughly 1,200 Haitian or here legally. They were here legally, but now they have to go home. And the part that is very troublesome about all this is that at the same breath, the UN saying that it's not stable in Haiti, they evoke the Chapter 7, which is something that they put in where a country that is part of the UN having difficulties, not stable, they can intervene, making sure that the country is stable, put a government in place, and get out. So they evoked it. It's September to say that Haiti is not stable, but yet the government is saying Haiti is so stable that we're gonna send you back. So it's very inhumane and cruel what's being done, where we're still dealing with that stability. The Haitian police have done some good work where they are getting rid of some gangs, but it's not yet stable. We don't have an elected government. They're trying to do election next year. And as you know, elections sometimes bring violence.
Yes.
So people want to take power by any means necessary. So you need a police force in place that can provide safety for the voters to go out and exercise their right. So it's very unstable here.
Okay.
And why would you send people back to something that's unstable?
So hold on one second, Reverend Daffys. NBC 10 News wrote an article about Haiti on March 13, 2024. Haiti has not had general elections since 2016. The gangs have taken over. Lots of people have been murdered. There's great amount of hunger. So chaos has gutted their capital, Port-au-Prince, and Haiti's government. A crisis brought on by decades of political disruption, a series of natural disasters, because remember, they also had earthquakes. My God, it just felt like poor Haiti was forgotten, right? And a power vacuum left by the president's assassination. So Patrick Smith and Char Adams wrote this. A long simmering crisis over Haiti's ability to govern itself, particularly after a series of natural disasters and an increasingly dire humanitarian emergency, has come to a head in the Caribbean nation as its de facto president remains stranded in Puerto Rico and its people starve and live in fear of rampant violence. The chaos engulfing the country has been bubbling for more than a year, only for it to spill over on the global stage on Monday night as Haiti's unpopular Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, agreed to resign once a transitional government is brokered by other Caribbean nations and parties, including the United States. But the very idea of a transitional government brokered not by Haitians but by outsiders is one of the main reasons Haiti, a nation of 11 million, is on the brink, according to humanitarian workers and residents who have called for Haitian-led solutions. What we're seeing in Haiti has been building since 2010, since the 2010 earthquake, said Greg Beckett, an associate professor of anthropology at Western University in Canada. Um, in the power vacuum that followed the assassination of the democratically elected Jovenel Moise. Did I spell that? Did I say that properly?
Jovenel Moise, yes.
Moise. Okay. In 2021, Henry, who was prime minister under Moise, assumed power with the support of several nations, including the United States. When Haiti failed to hold elections multiple times, Henry says it was due to logistical problems or violence. Protests rang out against him. By the time Henry announced last year, that was 2023, that elections would be postponed again to 2025, armed groups that were already active in Port-au-Prince, the capital, dialed up the violence. Even before Moise's assassination, these militias and armed groups existed alongside politicians who used them to do their bidding, including everything from intimidating the opposition to collecting votes. With the dwindling of the country's elected officials, though, many of these rebel forces have engaged in excessively violent acts and have taken control of at least 80% of the capital, according to a United Nations estimate. Did that give us a brief a view of what's going on in Haiti right now?
Yes, but the only thing they didn't do is they didn't put the context of how do we get here. I'll do it quickly. The situation started from our independence, 1804, where we won the war against the French and we got them out of Haiti. And that we become free nation, but they will not accept us around the world in terms of doing business with them, in terms of diplomacy. So Haiti was put under an embargo where you could not trade anything. So that's where the whole thing started, and where they wanted to make sure that what Haiti did in 1804 would not permit it to the other islands, because Haiti was helping other countries, Venezuela, Colombia. Haiti sent their soldiers, arms, money, goods to them to fight wars against the Spaniards that were there in those countries. So for United States, France, England, Haiti was a threat because of what they stand against slavery in the whole Caribbean, in the whole Americas. So they put Haiti in a situation where we could not trade, we could not make money.
So no country around the world would trade with Haiti as a
correct.
Okay.
So that's where the whole situation stemmed from. And then after that, they deal with other Haitian leaders, give them money, give them goods, so they can do what they want to do in the country. So all this stuff, it's happening from 1804, 1826. They killed the emperor Jean-Jacques Dessalines, who was the general in the army that won the war, and they plotted and killed him. So all that stuff, it's starting from there, and it's continuing to happen where we have other countries intervening in Haitian matters because they want to control the situation. They do not want this to be successful because it's a bad example for other nations to say, you know what, this is what Haiti did, and Haiti supporting other countries. And if you go to Venezuela right now, you will see statues of Haitian revolutionary leaders there because they remember what Haiti did for them to support them. So it started from there, and then you have bad president who's accepting money from the U.S., from France, to not do what they're supposed to do, instilling, and now we get to the point where A president was killed in power. He was killed at his home, and nobody defended him. And that's why it's very bizarre.
When did that
All
happen?
the
In
guards,
2021?
2018.
Oh, 2018, they killed the president of Haiti.
Yeah, he was
Wow.
at home. He was at home. All
Wow.
the security. There was no war. It's just that they opened. Everybody let those guys came in and killed him. So
Wow.
it was a coup.
Yeah. It was a
and
coup.
and they killed him, and now we never had elections. And then the U.S. friends and allies put somebody in power. So now we still having that vacuum of power where there has not been an elected president in Haiti. We have no elected senator. So
Jesus.
it's a vacuum
So
of power
who's
right
running the country? The other
now. So what they did now, it's the Caribbean nations, CARICOM and allies, the U.S. friends, says, you know what, we need to do something. So they try to come up with a deal, but it was not a Haitian solution. It was something that was imposed
upon the country, right?
Yes. That's invading in our business, and that's always been the problem.
That's always been the problem. So Haiti is now 321 years since they're pushing the French out of their country, and really they really emboldened everybody else around the Caribbean who was struggling with slavery, etc. So the punishment to Haiti was that all the world leaders decided that they would not trade with Haiti, etc., etc. So Haiti is now at a place 321 years later that is untenable. The people can't live. The food is rationed. There is Haiti, and then there's Santo Domingo, right? What's happening? Can folks from Haiti, and I know the answer to this, but I want you to answer it for me. Can folks from Haiti go over to Santo Domingo?
Yes, but if they make it very hard to go over there, and you have to know the background of this, because Haiti run all the island at one point for 21 years.
That's right. I remember that.
Yes, Haiti was in charge of the whole island for 21 years, and they still upset about this, that Haitian helped them become free, because in one side of the island, Haiti become free, but in DR, they were still in slavery.
Dominican Republic,
Spain,
yes.
Yes. Spain was still there. So Haitian soldiers fought the Spaniards and took over the whole island for 21 years. So there's still some anger about this. Some Dominicans are remember what we did, and that's why you see the flag. A lot of flag in the Caribbean, you will see there's red and white in it, or blue, because of what Haiti, because Haiti was an empire at that point. So because of all the help that they did in the Caribbean, so a lot of people are still upset about this, and now Haiti is in a bad situation. They make it very hard for Haitian citizens to go to DR. If you don't have money, if you're not well connected, or you're not American citizen of Haitian, American citizen of Haitian descent, then they make it very hard for the people. Wow. And now it gets so bad where they're sending them back, the people with no papers. So it's even the UN got involved into the situation and said, well, if the people are going through something that's tough, why would you send them back? Wow. So they took to the government there, but they kept deporting Haitians from the DR to Haiti, even though they know there's a crisis there.
Wow.
So we're getting it in all sides.
On both sides. So it makes no sense for people to try and go back to the starvation, to living in untenable conditions, etc., etc. But after speaking with you a couple of weeks ago, I realized they're living in similar conditions here. What's happening now? What's happening with the Haitians here?
So Haitians who are here now, they become illegal in the country. TPS is over. The humanitarian parole is over. So you have to go home. And a lot of them are in fears because ICE has been in Philadelphia. ICE has been in Little Haiti. We have a Little Haiti here. 5th Street in Alney, Common Avenue, Oxford Circle, Castle Garden, so where a lot of Haitians live. So ICE has been there, and they have arrested a bunch of Haitians. So many people now, they stay home. They do not go out. So they're in hiding. So you can imagine a a group of people just staying home and cannot go out. The mental health issues that will stem from that, it's enormous, and it's inhuman what's being is going on right now, because they stay home, they hiding, they don't go to church. Friends have to bring groceries for them because they fear that ICE will arrest them and go to jail and be deported.
Wow. 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 Can you speak to the mental health issues that you're seeing now?
Yes. So the mental health issues, it's going on where people went from Haiti to Chile, Brazil, and now go
No,
to
you didn't. No, no, no,
10.
no, no. I need you to really share that
Oh
part
yes,
with people.
I'm gonna tell. That's what I'm getting to tell you how this mental health is affecting them now. So from Haiti to a bad situation, they left. They went to Brazil, Chile. Some of them, things were still not good. They don't have legal papers there. They're struggling there. They went through 10 borders to the U.S.
10
Finally,
borders to come to the
yes,
United States.
10 countries, yes. So to go to finally get to the border, get to the U.S., and now you thought you were okay, and now they tell you to go back to where you were. They
Wow.
went through the difficulty of seeing people they were talking to die in the road. Some people that they were talking to 2 days, 3 days before is being hidden by animals, people that
Eaten,
they know.
eaten
So
by animals.
yes, because
Ooh.
people, you cannot do it. People get sick in the road because we're talking about 10 countries, 10 borders they're going to.
Yeah.
They're getting killed, they're getting raped, they're getting robbed. So finally get to the U.S. and then you say, okay, I'm getting a break, and then now, oh, by the way, you have to go back. So the mental health, we're getting a lot of calls where people are talking to themselves, with people having crises, yelling, screaming. So we have to take them to Friends Hospital, other places, because they're having mental health crises that are going on because of all the stress that they're going through. And some of them are victim of sexual abuse, or
Mhm.
they were robbed in the road. So it's a very tough situation. And when you listen to this story, even though you didn't live it, but vicariously you dealing with what they went through. I'm dealing with it. To
Yes.
hear those stories, it stays with you.
Yeah.
They telling you what happened to them, what happened to their daughters, what happened to their kids. People telling you that's my husband. I'm like, that's your husband. What do you know him? Well, I call him my husband because I wanted him to find a way to get to the U.S. because he helped me. He helped me carry my daughter from this country to that other country. So now, for him to get to the U.S., I have to say that he's my husband.
Wow.
So they let him enter because he doesn't have a child. So if you have a child, back then they will let you in. So they say that's my husband. So they go through so much to try to survive, and finally here, and now you have to go back to this where things are not stable, where the UN saying it's not stable for them to be in, that they're gonna send 5,500 troops in Haiti very soon to help stabilize the country.
So let me ask you this. If Because I've known people are asking this question. Why did they have to go through 10 borders? Why couldn't they just fly from Haiti to America?
Well, you need a visa to do that. You cannot just get in a plane and come to the U.S. without a visa. So they had to find ways, and that's the spirit of the Haitian people. They always find ways. They're very resilient. We will do what we have to do, and that's what they did. They said, you know what, we need to get out of this bad situation. If they have to get the boat, they get on the boat to get to out of this situation. They have to go to borders, 10 borders. They did it,
10
and we have
countries.
successful stories too.
Yes.
We have successful stories. The sons and daughters of these people, even some of them become nurses, become doctors, become lawyers, become CNAs,
Yeah.
open their own business in Philadelphia. And when they tell you how they got here, I got here in a boat. But now I'm okay. My kids are okay. My safe, and now they're sending money back to Haiti. They're helping their friends, family member in Haiti. So this is the spirit of the Haitian people. You know, they send a lot of money back to Haiti every year to make sure that their family are okay. So now what we need is support. We need the support of city government in Philadelphia. We
So
need
speak
the
to that.
state.
Speak to that for me,
Yes.
Reverend, because
We need the mayor to get involved.
So ICE is here. We've listen. We've been saying ICE is here in Philadelphia. ICE is here.
Yes, yes.
I happen to know that they're here because I ran into them twice in the market. I must look a particular way. They left me alone, but you could see, and so the markets are empty. To your point, the Latino markets are empty. Folks are just very mindful about coming out of their homes. Even the children, because they're saying sometimes the children are being snatched up. It's not just the Haitians, the Jamaicans, and all the other folks are going through that too, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
what is the city? What has the city done to help, if any, knowing that this is going on? Are they addressing the immigration issue here? Have you tried? What's going on?
I've tried. I talked to city council people, the mayor's office, and at this point, nothing. It's a subject that's staying away. The logic that I heard is that they don't want to be attacked by the government now. They don't want the troop to come in Philadelphia, so they try to stay under the radar. But we have people suffering here. We need the leadership of the mayor. We need the leadership of the governor. We need the leadership of the state senators. We need the leadership in this matter here to support the Haitians and others. It's not only the Haitian. I'm talking because I'm Haitian American, but there's other people, Venezuelan people from Jamaica, people from Senegal, people from
Portugal,
Coast.
in parts of it's not just black people.
Yes. So Latino X are going through this. So they're in hiding. Churches, places where people just gather. All the restaurant people are in hiding because they're afraid to be taken arrested by ICE. So it's a real fear. Some of them not even send the children to school.
Yeah.
It's because they fear that ICE will be by the school, and they've seen ICE by the school, so they don't show up. They don't bring their kids to school. So it's a very tough situation. And as I said, the leadership of the mayor, the governor, and other elected official, state senators, the U.S. senators, Congress people, we need their leadership in this to say, what is the plan? How are we going to make sure we put those people here? They're here in the U.S. How are we making sure that they are safe?
My question then becomes, because we've seen war-torn countries, we've seen the Ukrainians being brought here as they really rightfully should, because there was so much craziness going on there and continues to go there. And other countries where people have been brought in and done what needs to be done to make sure that they have that they're situated, they can get a job, they get a social security card, all of that. Why are you? Is it that because we are brown skin?
Oh, there's no question about it. There's no question about it. You heard what the president said. He would prefer people from Norway to be here. They are Caucasian. They prefer that instead of having people from Somalia here. So it's a real attack against Black people and Latinx people. The attack of the president when he was running for president at the time. Attack of the Haitians, saying that Haitian eating cats and dogs. Yeah. The whole story was untrue. So it's an attack being still on the Haitians, and it's not by accident. It's by design. They know why those attacks are being done against Haitian and others.
What is the message that you have for African Americans that live in this country that is now hearing this story openly and transparently? What's the message you have?
My message to my cousins, I call African American my cousin. We need your help. We need your support. We know, I'm clear that they are going through their own situation too, because food stamp being cut off, people losing jobs, federal job, people like they were working for organization where they had federal dollars, so those companies are gone because they don't have the money. They lay off people, so it's a real situation. But if there's a possibility to support your brothers and make a phone call, it always has to be always. You don't have to give money. Money is important, of course, but you can make a phone call to your Congress people, the U.S. senators. You can make a phone call to the mayor's office. You can call some people from city council. So there's a way you can help. You have clothes that you don't use. You can give those things. This is the way that you can support us in this time. Write a letter to support people who are really going through it, because a lot of brothers and sisters say, you know what, the believers, when were you hungry? When did you do clothes? Was it when you help the poor? When you help people who are going through it? When you help the fatherless, the immigrant, the refugees? God has a heart for these people, because they know that they're in a land that is not theirs. They don't speak the language. They don't understand what's going on here. So it behooves us to support, to be make a phone call, as I said. Donate what you can donate to support them while they're here until they can get back to their feet.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I close my eyes and I try to imagine flying from Haiti to another country, to another country, to another country. And see, the reason why they didn't, I don't know if he said, yeah, he did. He said this. The reason why they couldn't stay in all these other countries is that they wouldn't provide, they can't get the papers, the proper documentation to work. Can you imagine? Can you imagine starving out of, so it's like they're living without a home because the place that they were born and raised in is incredibly difficult right now. Imagine living in war all your life, just sitting there trying to figure out how you're going to eat, the starvation, the fighting each other, the gangs, all of it. And I often wonder, what is the purpose for Haiti now? Is that they try to make sure that a foreign entity takes over the country? I'm not sure the people of that country would allow that to happen. And is that why this is happening?
And yes, Haiti has natural resources. They find out that Haiti has what you call this thing? We have gas in Haiti. We have uranium in Haiti. So there is a fight to control those things. When the Haitian tried to explore this coal, like companies to go to Haiti to check out the gold, to check out the gas that we have, they were told not to touch it.
Wow.
And that president, after a couple of months, was gone because he was trying to use what we have. We have natural resources. Why don't we use them?
Right.
We have a land that is fertile, that used to provide sugarcane, coffee, cacao to half of Europe. Why can't we do this? No.
Wow.
You touch these things, as a president, you're gone. Wow. Because they want us to buy stuff from them.
But the stuff is naturally there in your country. The fertility of these islands, to your point, sugarcane, cacao, which makes cocoa, cocoa tea. Do you have bauxite in Jamaica, in Haiti too?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have bauxite as we have in Jamaica, and the Renault's company came there to explore this thing, but they didn't keep their promises. They were supposed to provide support, make roads, hire people locally. Right. They just came up with their own people. They didn't do any of the things that they're supposed to do. They just give some money to corrupt government and exploit it and make millions out of this thing and left. So we've been dealing with this thing for a long time, and it's important for me to make that point where some Haitians are part of this thing.
Come on.
Because they agree to deal with foreign entities to be corrupted, get money from them, so they don't touch Haitian resources that we have to help the people.
Right.
So it's a sad situation where a Haitian leader would agree to get money from foreign entities to starve your people, as long as they okay, as long as their family members are okay. They don't worry about the masses.
And that's why there is scourge and pestilence everywhere, right? I don't know what it is about some of us, why we feel like it's, it's either 2% or 10% or whatever it is. And it's happening everywhere. White folk, if you're listening, close your ears, because I'm really talking to Black people now. Something similar is happening in Jamaica, right? Where we have leadership that's, corrupt in ways you can't even begin to imagine. And just as they were getting close to, having the discussion to do what needs to be done, we got hit by the hurricane. But the people are sad. The people are upset and angry. All the beachfront properties where I would get up as a child and be able to just walk into the beach, they're all bought up from people from around the world. And they're putting fences up and telling our folks that they can't. But have you met a Jamaican? So they're fighting back with everything inside of them, right? They're trying to get it's a lot.
People,
Yes.
And a lot of people don't know that about Jamaica and Haiti. We have a beautiful relationship back in the days where Bookman was living in Jamaica, and when there was a revolution in Haiti, he came and lived in Haiti. They called him. He was from Jamaica. They called him Bookman because he loved to read books and stuff. He was a Muslim, but he came and fought in Haiti, and there was a back and forth where Jamaican used to come to Haiti, buy goods from Haiti, and go back to Jamaica because there's certain things they cannot buy from there directly. So Haiti had business with other countries where they get goods cheaper, and Jamaican used to come to Haiti and buy stuff. Then Haitian going back to Jamaica and all that. So we as people, we always doing those things. The Maroon in Jamaica, the Maroon in Haiti. So they work together to fight to help against the British and all this stuff, Spaniard and France. So we have a history of fighting back.
But here's the question that I have. They keep telling us that they want us to go back where we came from, even including the ones that were born and raised here. We need to get up out of the United States and go back where you come from. Where we came from are the places that are rich in all the things that they need. So even if we're back in our own natural spaces, born and raised, or where our ancestors came from, there's still this pillaging and this removal of the stuff that would be beneficial to us as a people. So where do we find peace? How is it that we're strangers still in our own land?
Yes. It's a very tough situation. We need leaders who will do the right thing to understand. Yes, I have to deal with the other powers, but I want to make sure my people are okay, and that's the job of the local leaders. Part of to make sure that I'm not just gonna be okay. If my people are not okay, I'm not okay. If my people are not eating, I'm not eating too. If they don't have good health care, they don't have electricity, they cannot bring their kids to school, I'm not okay. But some of them, they just got the power, get some money, and then their family is okay. They don't care about the others. But this comes from slavery, where you had slaves that were in the house, the slave outside in the field. So the one that were in the house thought that they were better than the one in the field. So it's still the same program going on. It's just a different name for it. But you could see it's the same thing going on. The overseers sometimes, they were black people. They were not, a lot of times they were not white people. They were black people putting their own people in slavery and being brutal to them.
And if you look if you look in modern day history, and I'm talking like today, you see the same thing happening with our leaders around us. Right?
So you just see a black face there, but they're not in charge. They just there, and the other powers are really running this thing where you have resort. An average Jamaican cannot go to those resorts. An average Haitian cannot go to those resorts. But it is in your country. It is your own place. It is your beautiful beach that we have, beautiful places. You cannot get there. Labadie, you cannot afford. Labadie is so beautiful, beautiful place in Haiti, in the north side. But the average Haitian cannot go there. But yet, it's a beautiful place, a nice resort. The boats are coming from all over the world to that part. But the average Haitian cannot afford to go there. And that's his own country. But because the bad deal that was made by our leaders, where they get the money, and then a lot of those deals, how would you have a deal with somebody for $50 million for 50-something years? Whether they get billion of this thing. It's just a bad deal. But those are the things that our leaders are doing. So that's the job we have to do as Haitian and others, to make sure that we elect the right people to ensure that our people are getting what they need, where they don't have to leave their country. Because back in the day, most Haitians didn't want to be in the U.S.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't want to be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But God had his plan where I'm here and I'm helping Haitians and others. But my dream was to be in my country and help my people.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Yeah.
But when I see what God intended for me to do, I said, okay, the plan of God is a beautiful plan where I'm helping people.
Yeah.
But people will know me. I was depressed when I came here for 3 years.
Yeah.
A
lot of immigrants come here and are depressed. Yes. Another conversation we have not talked. Yeah.
So
yeah.
those are the reality of people don't understand where they think that people want to leave their home. No, they don't want to.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. The temperature in Philadelphia is 27 degrees. In Haiti is 80 degrees. Jamaica,
right. It's 16 degrees here now. Yes. Understood.
We want to be in the island. We want to be chilling, eating mangoes and drinking coconut. Sugar cane. The weather is 85. It's 85 degrees. In Philadelphia, it's 15 degrees. But because of the bad condition, because of the situation, people have to leave.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Where can people donate? If they decide that they'd like to donate and to support, where can they do so?
They can go to our website, HAUCPA.org.
Hold on. I'm trying to find a pen. Hold on. HA. And so none of these pens are working. Lord, there's 7 pens here, and none of them are working.
None are working, right? When you need them, right?
All right, go ahead. HAUC.
PA.org.
HAUCPA.org.
Yes.
Okay.
So they can go to our website. They can give donation if they want to give other goods. They have clothes in good condition. They want to donate. Yes, we welcome those things. Books, toys for children. Those are welcome to support our brothers and sisters now.
Yeah, I I'm going to figure out a way to do a donation, because let me tell you something. When we had the hurricane in Jamaica, which was now it's now being said it was a Category 6, unheard of. Nowhere on the Richter scale is a 5 or a 6. It was a Category 6 hurricane. I remember you're donating a whole box of school supplies. I'm so grateful to you. I took them. My friend, she's coming back into town. She's a teacher in Jamaica. She's coming back into town. So we each help we help each other. So I'm going to look to see what I can find in terms of toys, etc., to support you guys for the holiday season, because I can't only even imagine. Can you imagine not living in a house, but living in a room with 15 other people? One room?
Yes.
Can you imagine that? I want you to sit as you're sitting around complaining, right? Because I'm talking to the folks now. As you're sitting around complaining that your house is not big enough, and you don't have the square footage, and you don't have a driveway. And I want us to, when I say steep yourselves in gratitude, that sits behind me all the time. A feeling of appreciation by a recipient of another's kindness. This kindness can be gifts, helps, favors, or another form of generosity to another person. Steep yourselves in gratitude, y'all. Because what you think you have and you don't have, and this one, we have so much stuff that we're not even using that we can give to somebody else. 15 people in one room.
Some people don't. They have clothes they haven't worn. Some of them they have shoes in boxes they haven't opened. Some people have clothes they never wear. So we are blessed here. So we are blessed. We need to bless other people. Some people are living in a house 3-bedroom by themselves, 3-bedroom by themselves. But imagine somebody living in a room with 5 people in the room.
Yes.
Because they don't have way. They have to live in the basement, unfinished basement.
Oh my God.
Wires exposed and all this stuff. But that's where they can find, because they cannot pay rent. Yesterday I got a phone call on a family. They need some support, but we don't have the help to financial help, because they're getting evicted in the house, and they have a daughter who's having some emotional and developmental issues. But they tell them you need to leave the property, because the father is not working anymore. He lost his papers, so they let him go. So those are real issues people are dealing with. And you're blessed to have a place to live. You're blessed to have a car. You're blessed to have a job. Don't take it for granted. Do not take it for granted. If you drive around the Northeast, North Philly right now, West Philly, you will see all the basements that they have light on. People are living in them. Unfinished basement, they are living in them. So those are real things. And I spoke to my council member about this. How do we make sure those basements are legal to make sure there's no exposed wires in
So
there.
they're
and stuff
paying
like that.
rent. They're paying rent for an unfinished basement with exposed wires.
Yes, because that's what they can afford. So if they let them in for $300, $500, they take it because they cannot even find it. It's a real crisis of housing in Philadelphia in itself. But now imagine immigrant people they do not have a job, or they had a job, they lost the job because they lost their paperwork to work illegally. So now wherever you can find to sleep, that's where you sleep. Imagine the abuse that would go in those places. You have young girls in a basement with 3, 4, 5. Some of them they in a room in a place with strangers. They don't know the people, but they try to support each other. They finding ways. I'm like, I don't even know this person. It's my cousin. But after that, like, I don't know him. It's just that we used to work together, or somebody told me he needs somewhere to sleep. I just, like, I cannot let him stay in the cold. So come in. So those are real issues, real situation people are dealing with.
And desperation, the
Yes,
level
yes.
of desperation.
Yes.
So
yes.
then we have to think about these young girls being raped, being trafficked, because no,
Yes.
they're the forgotten.
Yes. Because you don't have a place to stay, you don't have a job. So what do you do next? What do? You don't have food stamp. You don't have none of this stuff because the rhetoric out there was immigrant getting free health insurance, free food stamp. No,
That's not
if you
true.
don't have legal papers here, you're not qualified for it.
Yes.
But it was a lie being told that immigrants taking all the food stamp, immigrants having all the money. No, where?
Yeah.
When I hear those words, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Those are lies.
Yeah.
Those were lies.
And people believe them.
For these things.
People believe them. I remember
Yes.
sitting in a car with a police captain some years ago, and he said, "Tell me." He said, "We keep hearing that black children are not smart enough to graduate from college. When you told us that your boys graduated from, we didn't believe you." And so I had to show them proof, right? We didn't believe. We think you all come here and that you get this and you get that and you get all the things. I said, no. I said, plus you have to pay all this money. Just that is prohibitive in so many ways. We're talking thousands of dollars. So can you imagine paying thousands of dollars to gain legal access here, to have your green card, to gain naturalization, citizenship, and they come and scoop you up by ICE and take you out of here?
Yes. So people believe the lie that's being told where illegal immigrant getting food stamp, getting money,
they can't
getting health insurance from the government. No, you are not qualified for this thing if you don't have legal papers here.
Oh my God.
But because the lie is being repeated so much where Americans believe those things where immigrants are getting those things for free, that's not true. Or they give you free money to open businesses, that's not true. People put their head together where they have something they call susu. They put their money together.
The susu, we call it partner, yes.
To open business and buy stuff. It was not the government that gave them grants and loans. They're not qualified for those things. But the lies being told, and people believe those lies. And now they put us, it's dividing each other. To say, well, they come here, they got money. No, that's not true.
That's not true at all.
That's not true at all. You're not qualified for
and they're taking advantage of. I'm telling you, they go, there are agencies that will hire them without papers so they can get their papers. And, they go and they live and they become nannies. The homes that they go into to be a nanny, they're not treated well at all. Oh, my God.
And if you say anything, they say, do I want to call immigration?
Yep. If they say anything, we're going to call immigration. So it's another form of slavery. And they're in those homes being nannies and whatever else, cooking and cleaning. They're doing it for 12, 14, 15 hours a day. And they put them in a room in the house. So they're so grateful to have the room in the house, right? But, and they can't eat the food of the folks where they live. They have to buy their own, and they make little to nothing.
And
nothing.
We have to put that at night. They're cooking in their room.
The who? Say that again?
At night. Those homeowners are creeping in their room, a little room at night, and sleeping with them and raping them.
But and they can't say anything because
I want immigration on you.
Yes.
I'm going to get you deported.
Yes.
Those are the stories that people don't talk about.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I want to do is to give them a platform so they can tell their story.
Stories, yes.
The
Yeah.
abuse that they endures here, working in the person tell you, what, you know what, I'm not paying you. And
Yes.
if you say anything, I will call immigration and get you deported. People they cannot open a bank account, right?
Right.
So the little work that they did, they put that money in that account for the person. That person stole the money
Oh.
and says, you know what? If you say anything, I will call immigration on you. You know you're illegally, right? So you give me that money to hold for you. Well, I'm not giving it back. What are you gonna do? Call the police? What are you gonna do? Take me to court?
And because they can't open up a bank account, then they go to the check cashing places, but they
Yes.
still need some sort of identification. So they have
Yes.
to depend on the goodwill of somebody to say, "I'll cash your check for you. I'll put it in my account," and then they take the money from them.
Yes. Yes. So it's an abuse at the next level. And when the people telling their stories, you're like, wow, they go into it. They tell you, I thought if I know what I know, I thought my life would be better here. And I'm going through all this. I'm not home. I don't have a family member here. I'm by myself, and someone is taking advantage of me.
If I could tell you, Reverend Daffy's, how my anxiety is rising just having a conversation with you this morning.
Oh no, no, I know. I can tell you, me, I believe in prayers and I believe in therapy also. I had to get in therapy because all the stories that being told to me, and they stay with me. They stay with me. We cannot sleep at night. You wonder about this case. What's gonna happen to this person here? I cannot help you. I don't have the means. I don't have the resources. I used to take my own credit card to people in hotel. I stopped doing that because it become too much. Where I meet people in the street, I meet Latinos in the street, I meet Haitian in the street. They have nowhere to sleep. I put them in a hotel. I use my
Yeah,
credit card to put them in
yeah,
hotels.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, and especially with the one with kids. I'm like, there was this Latino family. I was driving on Bush Peak Street, and I saw them with all the luggage, and I stopped. I said, "How can I help you?" With the little Spanish that I know, I try to talk to her and her husband. Find out they get evicted, and now they have nowhere to stay, and they have two little kids with them. I'm like, good gosh,
Yeah,
what am I gonna do, Lord? I cannot leave them, Lord.
yeah, yeah. You
And
know,
I took them in my car. I said, well, first of all, let's get some food. I want
hmm
to get some, like a Latino restaurant, get some food. I said,
hmm
okay, where you going tonight? We want to go to New Jersey. How you going to get to New Jersey? We don't know. I said, you know what? Let's do this. Let's put you in a hotel for 2 nights. You can
hmm
decide how you're going to get to New Jersey. I cannot get you to New Jersey, but I can at least get you to a hotel, and you can relax for a minute to make a plan how you're going to get to Jersey and making sure that your family is okay. So those are the things that are happening what people are doing out of the kindness of their heart. But sometimes it becomes too much, you know? So this is real. This is real. This is not a joke. When you see those situations, you cannot walk away. They stay with you.
Laverne says, "Can people and or families be sponsored by an American family?" I have a friend from Liberia that came here like that. It can be done. I'm sorry, y'all. It's too much. It can be done,
Yes.
but you have to be a kind person. You have to try and understand what's going on. You have to not take advantage of folks. So it's very difficult for this to happen. And when we say most of these individuals get paid under the table, like Jacinia says, they're not getting paid anything. They're paying them under the table, but they're paying them, they wouldn't pay a dog what they're paying these folks,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
It's
it's
not
a
minimum
lot.
wage. It's not even minimum wage what they're getting paid. They cannot survive on it. And being abused. Yes, they have some people, very few people who are very good to them, making sure that they get paid a decent amount of money to take care of themselves and their family, because after they get paid, they look for the transfer place. They know that at home it's difficult. They make sure that $50 or $20 they send home to make sure that their family back home is okay. So yes, you can support, you can sponsor. And today, I don't want to cry. I know last time we talked,
Oh, I
it was
know.
too much. I
Well, it's
cried,
too
but
late
this
now.
morning,
It's hard to hear that kind of
I don't
stuff
want to.
and
I don't
not.
want to do that this morning
It's
because it's
hard
too
to hear
much.
that and not be
I know.
impacted by it.
Yes,
It's hard to hear
yes,
that and then get out of your house and start to grumble because it's too cold outside and you can take the bus, you can get in an Uber, you have warmth, you can come back to a warm home at night. It's hard to hear that and then be ungrateful. You
Yes.
know, just be ungrateful about every diggity dang thing.
Yep. I'm very grateful, and I thank God every day that that's not my story to tell in terms of how I got here. I thank God that I had the papers, even though it was still tough. So now I'm like, I came with my legal papers here. It was tough. I didn't speak English. We speak Creole and French in Haiti to learn the language and to see how hard it was. I just can't imagine. I'm like, how hard it is for them to not don't have a support. I had the support. I was blessed. My grandmother was there. My mom was there. My uncles were there. But still, it was difficult to adjust to the country. Imagine somebody with no support. So that's
No
where my
support.
heart come from. This where I'm like, you know what? I have to support. I have to do something. I'm blessed with degrees. I'm blessed. I have a job. Now, what do I do with God gives me? And that's what I do. I make sure that I go back to support. I go back to make sure that people have food. Like last weekend, we had two trucks, two-year-old cargo van with food, making sure people get food. So those are the things that are important to me because I know how hard it is when you don't have those things. You don't have clothes. You don't have the proper clothes, the proper shoes. You don't have coat. It's the winter. Where's your coat? I don't have one. What do? You just walk away and say, okay, you don't have one? No, I'm going to make sure that you get a coat.
Coat. So Laverne says because they're so underground, who even gives information on how to sponsor? And because of, so reach out to HAUCPA.org. It will not happen openly. They just can't.
Yes.
They can't trust, right? So
Yes.
wherever they can send you. So HAUCPA.
That or I also we will give my number also. They can call the organization if they have anything that they want to do privately. We can do that. 215-681-8243. 215-681-8243.
82. I'm putting it in the chat. 8243 to call. And hold on. I'm just. Oh, Lord have mercy.
And I'm not only helping Haitian people think because I'm a Haitian American. I want no. We help whomever. I was going to the gym in the morning, and God told me to make a left. I make the left, and I saw this family taking out food in the garbage. I stopped. I said, "Are you okay?" And she was from Brazil, and I said, "What's going on? Are you okay? What's going on?" And I realized what she was doing. She was embarrassed, but she was taking out food in the garbage cans. So I had some food in my car that I picked up. I gave her some food and making sure. So we help whomever. You don't have to be Haitian for us to help you. We have people from Liberia. We have people from Senegal, Ivory Coast. We have people from Honduras. We have people from wherever. We have the goods. We have the food. We have the clothes. We give it to you. You don't have to be Haitian. We are Haitian organization, but we don't say, well, you're not Haitian.
We're not going to help you, right?
We have food. We give it to you.
Right. Reverend Josephus Duffy's, you made me cry this morning. I thought I was going to make it, but
you made me cry this morning.
I was trying to make it today, but you have to be cold, hard-blooded, to not pay attention to any of this stuff that's going on. Thank you for being a part of the conversation. Thank you for enlightening us on what's going on with the Haitian folks here under temporary protective status that's been now ripped away from them and trying to figure that this is just one story. The Somalians, the Hispanics, the Latinx, all of this is happening in or under our noses. So when you want to complain or when you want to make a judgment about people that you know nothing about, you don't know their story.
Yes.
You don't know their story. Hell is their home, right here in these United States of America, land of the free, home of the brave. And wherever they're coming from, they've had to flee there in many, many instances to get here. So I am just, I talked to my friend Nehemiah, who has no home, none. She's just she became a naturalized United States citizen, but she doesn't feel safe here either. So she's in Ghana right now. The home where she was born, she can't go back there, because she spoke up about the atrocities, and they told her, even though she was born and raised there, there is no home there for her. So she's a wandering nomad all around the world. We make these judgment calls, and we say bad things about people, and we don't even know You fighting and being nasty and divisive when there's so much that you have to be grateful for, which is why I spend so much time on this air talking to you all about being kind and finding gratitude. Thank you so much, sir. It was such a pleasure talking to you. I'll figure out how to get some toys over to you for the holidays and the underwear, whatever, because people are helping me for Jamaica. I can't even walk on my porch, right? And I'm so damn grateful. I can't even tell you. So we're the same folks. I'm going to go back and see what we can do to help others and bring them to you, because this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for the platform. Thank you for
You're
doing
welcome.
this, because a lot of people do not, they don't want to hear this thing. They don't want to hear, because everything is beautiful, everything is fine.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear about it, but thank you for giving this space for us to talk about what we're dealing with as immigrants. Thank you, and have a best one.
You too, my brother. You too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Sometimes I just want to fight the air, when you see me walk into a room and I'm just sitting there just observing everything going around me. We have so much, and what's happening in this country right now, as people are losing their jobs and trying to figure out where they're going to eat, trying to figure out where they're going to live, all that stuff. This is the life of an immigrant every single day. To be Black in these United States is a metaphysical condition we have yet to describe. And so we have to be very mindful not to sit around and, I'm able to get on a boat and cruise all around the world. Stop, y'all. Find the gratitude and make sure you're helping other people around you, and try not to judge. Judge less, try understanding more. Okay? All right. I got a lot to do today. Your cakes are ready. Let me know when you're ready to meet me. I have a meeting spot. A couple of people met me there yesterday. The rest of you, let's figure this out, please. These cakes have got to get off my table before the end of this week, because this is another weekend where I'm not going to be available. So today through Friday, if you ordered a cake and you want it, please come get it. I'm going to surprise a couple of people with the proceeds from it, because you see, I remember. My journey has been a little different. I remember my father and mother saying, make sure you take care of the people around you. Don't look down on anyone unless it's to lift them up. I remember my parents bringing family members into our home, scooting us out of our bedroom and saying, go share your room with your sister because cousin so-and-so is having a hard time in the country. We're going to bring them here, blah, 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 blah. We've had people sleeping on our sofas. I was raised this way. And so it behooves us, when you sit and you live in excess, and you think you're not living in excess because you just want to prove that you can afford to. When you're grateful for what you have in the moment, God, the universe, has no choice but to continue to give you more. And as you get more, you give more. Don't get it. A closed fist can't receive anything. So as you get it, make sure you share it with other people. Right? Important. Just my head hurts. This is a time when I really miss my mother. When I really, really miss my mother. If my mother had $20 and someone needed 15, and that all she had was a 20, she'd give them the 15. She raised us to be kind, to be thoughtful. My father too. Because the largest currency we have is how we treat people. And we've gotten so self-absorbed, so conditioned to, I have mine, you go get yours. And it's killing us, literally. It's literally killing us. Because now we don't trust each other. And now it's, blah, 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 and this one and that one. We can't even share things in confidence with one another without it being all over. We've got to be better people. We've just got to be better people. This episode of Mornings with Mother is officially over. Oh, I am Mother. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.